I'm sure many of you have had cereal for breakfast growing up, or probably still do. And when I was younger, I certainly did as well, except I would combine gummy bears and Sprite instead of Cheerios and milk. And I thought this was a fun and delicious little thing I would do, but I had no idea my eating habits like this were shaping my health and future down the road and my relationship with food in an extremely negative way. And this led to some weight gain when I was young, and overcoming childhood obesity became a defining aspect of my life. It not only saved my health, but shaped my future in the health professions and led to me pursuing a college degree in the related fields. So today I'll share my journey of how I gained so much weight at a young age and what that looked and felt like. Ultimately, what led me to change and some of the struggles and successes I faced when first starting off on a health and fitness journey. And then I'll finally end on how this has shaped my future and what do I want to do down the road. So I was never a really picky eater as a kid. I would always have whatever I wanted to eat whenever I wanted to, and there was always delicious food at the house, sugary processed foods, hyper palatable stuff that I loved to eat that because it was delicious, and I was always hungry as a little kid. And the pounds did start to add up. Like I said at the beginning, I would not choose the most healthy options, and my parents did take notice of this. They saw I was starting to gain some weight, and they tried to make interventions. My mom would hide food away from me or make healthier dinners, not take us out to eat as much, but this didn't stop me from sneaking in extra calories, whether that be at school or with my friends at their house. I would just eat their snacks instead, or I'd find the food my mom hid and eat it anyways. So I just continued to gain weight, and despite my size and my eating patterns, I was never bullied in school. I actually had a lot of friends, but I still felt very different from everyone because I couldn't keep up playing outside at recess, and I became kind of the class clown to fit in with people, because if I thought, I can make people laugh, then I still had some emotional value, and that could help me connect with people, because on the outside I looked a lot different than most people. But deep down, even though I was making all these jokes, I was still really sad and disappointed in the way I looked in the mirror. And I started playing sports in middle school, which helped me get more active, but I still ate terribly, and the weight just kept piling on no matter what I did. And I didn't think too much about it, but I wasn't ever happy about this. But the changing point for me is when I stepped on the scale for the first time in a long time. I was in 7th grade, so I was around 13 years old, and I stepped on the scale, I looked down, and the numbers facing back up to me was 232 pounds, which is extremely overweight for a middle school child. And just like that, something clicked, and I knew I had to make a difference, because not just because I wanted to be better at sports I was starting to play, but I knew my health was going down a road of no return. And so I got a gym membership, and my parents got me a personal trainer because they saw I really did want to make some change. And although it was really hard, I stuck with the programs I was given, and I saw progress. I became stronger. I noticed I was stronger than most kids my age, which definitely gave me a confidence boost, something I hadn't had prior to that. And I started to see progress, like I was saying, but I still was not eating too great. And kind of the best decision I made was researching on some nutrition aspects myself. I had to do a little self-work, self-education to really understand how I was gonna lose weight while exercising, because you can't really outwork a bad diet. Everyone hears that and knows that, and it's certainly true. But I kept at it day by day, even though some days, in all honesty, it sucked a lot. And by my sophomore year of high school, I had lost over 40 pounds, and I also hit a growth spurt. So I was officially weighing in at a normal, healthy weight. And this just gave me a huge sense of pride and accomplishment. I excelled at sports. I was the senior football captain on the varsity team. And I couldn't be more happy of how that shaped my life, and it sparked the future for me in education and the health profession as I want to pursue personal training as I do already right now at the gym I started out at. I'm now a personal trainer there, and as well as physical therapy has been an interest of mine. And so overcoming this childhood obesity has definitely been the most defining aspect of my life. It not only saved my health, but it kindled a sense of enjoyment and endearment for health and the related sciences it comes with. And I don't want to share my story in hopes that I can just impress people and say how much weight I lost or gloat about it, but rather I want to inspire others that one small change, if you keep at it every day, can lead to massive success down the road.